Hey, what's up YouTube? Frogman Logger here. Got another episode of the Frogman's Findings coming at you. Uh, had a really big week. Picked up a bunch of stuff. Kind of excited about everything I've got picked up. Before I get into the games, I want to give a big shout out to my beautiful and amazing girlfriend Rachel. Our anniversary was just the other weekend, and she's been so supportive of everything I've done with this collection, with spending day after day hunting every garage sale in town, hitting other towns citywides, hunting thrift store after thrift store some days. I don't think my collection would have been as big as it is right now without her support doing some of what I do. Just wanted to let her know how much I appreciate everything she does. Now, let's get into the games. Told you the last video I would have an update on my totals. I was at 130 in the collection. I had 156 left to go. I told you in that same video about a garage sale I went to, had a big box of stuff. And well, I couldn't afford all of it at the time. Picked out some of the best and I was hoping to go back and get it. It was gone. I had tried to do a little bit of fundraising. I pulled the box of Mighty Final Fight out of my collection. I tried selling it on the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation. Wasn't able to make a deal before I found out everything was unavailable at that garage sale. So took it off the site, put it back in my collection. One of the guys that was interested in it messaged me, said, "Hey, you should sell it to me." Like, well, I was trying to raise some cash. He's like, we talked back and forth for a little bit. I thought I was going to need some cash for something else. I said, hey, I'm serious about selling not just the box, but game and box. He's like, well, I've got the manual. We hashed at a price. I'm like, then I didn't need as much money anymore. I'm like, okay. Let me think about it. A few days later, found out I still needed some cash. I said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger. We made a deal. I pulled the boxing manual, or the boxing game, I should say, out of Mighty Final Fight out of my collection, and traded it away. But I got some stuff back. I got the cash I needed for what I was trying to do. So I am now at 129 games in the collection before everything here. And then I have 157 to go. I'm fully planning on getting Mighty Final Fight back again, and when I do, it will be complete, I hope. That's the goal. So now let's get into what I picked up. All these were with a trade with a gentleman out of the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation by the name of Nick. He came through for me pretty big, so I'm grateful for him pulling the trigger on that deal as quick as he did. First thing I picked up, I got cash and then I got some stuff in trade for Mighty Final Fight. First thing I got in that deal, I got the box and all inserts and manual to the Three Stooges. I already have the game. That makes this one complete. I picked up the manual to Kung Fu. It appears it was, at one point, this manual was at Jack's shop in Oskaloosa. It says it's a dealer of books and collectibles. If anybody knows a good way to get stickers like that off manuals, drop me a line in the comments. I'd be really grateful to know. I picked up a box only to Ninja Gaiden. I already have the game and manual, so that one is now complete. Picked up a box to Gauntlet. And it has the Tengen sleeve. Don't have the game yet. Excited by the box though. Picked up the box and game to Load Runner. The box is in a little bit of rough shape, but it is a box. Still excited to have it. He saw my last video. I picked up Strider. I think I put that in my last video. Won it off of Shop Goodwill a few weeks ago. He's like, hey, I got the box for it. It's just the box. I still need the manual, but you know, excited to have it. One step closer to getting it complete. And then I also had, I was also able to get the box and game to Zoda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2. I don't think I've had this one before. I'm kind of excited to have it. I don't think I've ever played it. I'll have to give it a shot one of these days. So I got all that from Nick in exchange for some cash in my Mighty Final Fight box and game. Really good deal. Thank you, Nick. I made a deal with a different Nick D out of the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation. Bought some games from him. I said, hey, I've kind of blown my budget for a few weeks. He's like, let me know when you can get them. Went down, picked these up on Friday. He cut me a really good price on them. So, I know I've had some of these. I don't think I've had all of them. But all of these are going into my collection. All of everything that I just showed you from the other Nick went in my collection. Picked up Track and Field 2. Cybernoid. Faxanadu, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never actually played it. It says daggers and wing boots, mantras and monsters await you. I'm thinking maybe RPG. I'm not sure if anybody's played it. Post in the comments, let me know what you think about it. Rad Racer, which I've had before. I have the manual for Rad Racer, just need the box to complete it. Was kind of excited to get that. Clash at Demon Head. Blaster Master. I have had it. I've played it. Don't think I've beaten it ever. So that's kind of exciting to have. I have got Talking Super Jeopardy. Don't have this version of Jeopardy yet on the NES. I love Jeopardy in general. Always interesting to see how challenging it is and see what I actually do know. Excuse me. And finally, Hubert. I haven't played this one yet. I'm going to give it a shot one of these next days. But thank you, Nick D, for all of that. All of those went into the collection, like I said. Now, I had agreed to make a purchase from Jason out of the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation. I've done a few deals with him in the past. And he said, hey, I got these games. Here's a fair price. And I was ready to pay it. I showed you in the last video the Alien vs. Predator and Bart's Nightmare that were already traded. When I picked them up, he's like, hey, those 4 games you want, I'll trade you for those 2 for that instead. Okay, done deal. And went ahead and we were able to meet up over the weekend and do that trade. So I got Punch-Out, just the regular version, not Mike Tyson's. I know I've played it. I have never gotten to either Mr. Dream or Mike Tyson. It's on my list of things to do. Section Z. Dr. Mario game and box. I had Dr. Mario in my collection. I have the manual for it, so this one is now complete. And I have a copy of Dr. Mario, I believe, up for trade if anybody's interested. And then he also traded me a copy of Sesame Street ABC 123, and it does have the manual with it. So I have that one complete as well. Really excited by that deal. And you know, always happy to trade. Another good deal with Jason, so thank you, Jason. And then lastly, I also made, well, not last, but the last of the trades. I told you in the last video I had made a deal for that yellow N64 controller. I had made a deal with a guy some of you might know, the 8-bit Leprechaun, and went ahead. Part of this is from trading him the controller, part of it is finishing up a previous trade, but I picked up Astyanax. I know I have had this one before. Don't remember really playing it. Vegas Dream. Rolling Thunder. Little Nemo the Dream Master. I remember playing this, I think maybe on an emulator years ago. I remember something about giant mushrooms. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to give it another shot. And then I picked up, lastly, Rambo. Well, I have the box and manual to Rambo from the last time I had it, so this one is complete as well. All of those went into my collection. Now, the 8-bit Leprechaun also added me to a group on Facebook. It is the Video Game Bargain Show. They do, I guess you could call them giveaways for games and stuff. They did a freebie giveaway, kind of as an opening thing. All you had to do was add somebody to the group to get an entry. I entered just for shits and giggles, and I won, surprisingly. And the package arrived today. So let's see what's in here. WWF No Mercy. Mortal Kombat 4, both for N64. Donkey Kong 64. And Firepower 2000. Was incredibly surprised I won. Really glad I did, though. And thank you to Kyle over at the Video Game Bargain Show group. Can't say enough about how legit everything over there looks. You guys should go check it out. That's what I've got. Doing some quick math. I believe my game collection is now up to 146 games. I'm not sure exactly how many are complete. I believe 22 I have complete out of that, something like that. Very excited by how much everything has grown. Always looking out for more stuff. The games I got from the bargain show, I know the N64 games are up for trade if anybody's interested. I'm going to try out Firepower 2000. That one will probably be up for trade. You can either reach me on Facebook, or you can drop a line in the comments if you guys see something you want. Always willing to do a trade and a deal. But that's everything I got. Catch you next time, YouTube.